Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in this short review, I'm going to be reviewing Ganyu, another fan favorite character. Please do check out my other videos. I just posted one for Xiao, and I previously posted for Albedo, Hu Tao, and Child. This is to follow up on my other video where I predict for the 2.2 upcoming rerun banners, and these are the top 5 characters that the community expects to have a higher potential to be rerun. Of course, nothing is official yet, okay? If I have to put my name on it, I would think that the first 3 that I mentioned, Hu Tao, Child, and Albedo, have a higher chance, and of those 3, it's likely Child and Hu Tao, because Albedo's not as popular, but I could see them putting him in there if it was 2-week ones where they can just get rid of his banner that way, right, as a way to get rid of him. That's why I think those 3 have the highest chance. And Ganyu sells herself, Xiao sells himself, so I think that they will come out on a future rerun instead. But regardless, I wanted to complete my series for this set of videos. So anyway, to set this up, I'm going to be confronting Storm Terror because her main damage, Ganyu, is on her charged attacks. So I wanted some kind of ranged enemy instead. Okay, so here we go with the setup. Okay, you'll notice that in the team, I have two Pyro and 2 Cryo, and obviously for the Resonance, okay? So here we'll start off with Ganyu. I got her at 90 out of 90. I recently rebuilt her, actually, and I'll talk about that when we get to the artifacts. So her crit rate is 61, her crit damage is 138, it's not the best. Energy recharge is 129. She doesn't have energy issues, so it's okay. Cryo damage 46. Okay, weapon-wise, I did get the Amos bow. I did talk about this in my should you refine your 5-star weapons video. I also talk about my history of getting these weapons. So I got this off banner, not on her banner, not on the first banner ever either. It was off banner, and I think I got a second copy on a standard banner or off banner as well, losing the 50/50 for the non-rate up item. And this already makes her stronger because this is her best in slot weapon. Artifacts. So I recently rebuilt her. Previously, she was using a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, but that limits her because that requires her to have a Cryo team member. Although in this setup, I have a Cryo team member for this showcase. But then I recently decided to redo that for her to give her the Wanderer's Troop so that I could free up the Blizzard pieces for other characters because I don't want to farm that dungeon again. And also because I was curious to see if this would give her equal or stronger abilities. And actually, I was right. This gives her equal or stronger abilities than just getting a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer to do it, because this way it frees up those pieces for other characters, because Wanderer's Troop, if you play the game long enough, you'll collect enough pieces. So eventually you'll get good pieces, or decent, okay? So yeah, so I gave her, the ones with focus on HP. She needs a little bit of HP because she's kind of squishy. Some crit rate, crit damage, attack, of course, crit rate, crit damage. Energy is fine. Energy again, crit rate, crit damage, some elemental mastery. Excuse me. This is a cryo damage piece. And lastly, crit rate, okay? Because her weapon doesn't provide crit stats. So this isn't even the best, but it did roll on crit damage a lot, as you can see. So that's why I kept these, right? This one wasn't even the best, but I just gave it because it gives a set. And then, yeah, okay. Perfect. So she will do well with a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, a 2-piece Blizzard Strayer, and anything that can give her, even on weapons, anything that can give her more normal attack damage. Now this Rust will decrease her charge attack by 10% though. So basically it's Amos bow. The other one, which I didn't craft, is the Hama Yumi, the current new craftable in Inazuma, because that's like a mini Amos bow. For those of you who are free to play or early game or just arrived in Inazuma, you can craft that one. That's okay too. She would be okay. I originally started off with the Black Cliff Warbow. I do want to kind of shout out to the Black Cliff series of weapons. Please get them before they leave the current Paimon shop. They will come back though in 2 months' time. So the next series will be the Royal series, and then it'll be Black Cliff, and then it keeps alternating. So consider this. This is good because it gives her crit damage. This was what I had her when I first got her, and then later on I switched it out when I got the actual Amos bow, okay? She could do well with these other energy recharge or elemental mastery bows as well. However, obviously the best is for attack-based ones. So this one is okay, and this one's okay, but again, she loses 10% here. Just want to put that out there. Okay, so she does not need the energy. She does not need, Emblem of Fate, etc. But she could do well, okay, maybe with the Shimenawa set, potentially. But I think Wanderers and Blizzard are the safest bets. Yes. Okay, so Constellation-wise, she is C0. Will I pull for her if she comes back on a rerun? Definitely. Will I want her to get her to C1 and or C2? C1 probably is where I'll stop. This will give her Cryo Resistance Shred, which is definitely good because it increases her damage indirectly in that way. C2 just adds an extra charge to her elemental skill. Again, this is not necessary because that's just her taunt. Of course, C3 will make her ult stronger, but not necessary. So C1 is good though. Again, not necessary, but C1 is good. Talent-wise, I did recently bring her up a little bit, so finally now I have her at 9. I will consider crowning her, but not anytime soon, but as you can see, I'm pretty close. So I may consider crowning her normal attack, which is also her charged attack. Her elemental can stay at 8. Her ult can be maybe level 9 in the future. Not a priority right now, but yeah, something to consider. This one just increases her crit rate for her subsequent shot. And then cryo damage bonus, etc. And then she gets a refund for bow crafting. So in her team, I have 2 pyro just for the resonance. So I'm going to quickly just go through their things like quickly, but not to like showcase them because that's not what the focus is. Everyone's going to get a free Aloy in 2.1 and or 2.2, depending on what platform you're playing on. This is just because she gives cryo resonance. Again, not because in this case, not because my Ganyu needs it anymore, but if you were running a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, you'll just see, and I'll just quickly go on to, I'll just go on to one of these just to show you what the 4-piece does provide. And the unhighlighted part, it does say, when a character attacks another opponent affected by cryo, their crit rate is increased by 20%. And if that opponent is also frozen, a crit rate is increased by another 20%, so 40%. So that would be good for a freeze comp with a water or a hydro character as well. But again, not required. And Bennett is just here for buffing. We'll see if I will actually throw it down for this showcase. I may or may not, because I think my Ganyu should be able to take it out Storm Terror in one cycle without any buffs. So here we go. So that was the setup. Okay, it's just, yeah, I don't have enough resin here, but it's okay. I'm not going to collect the prize anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I talk about that too in my other video where I said, should you stop farming weekly bosses. So again, right now, I don't even farm Devalin, Storm Terror, and I don't farm Andreas, the wolf anymore. I only farm the other 3, so Child, Azdaha, and of course, La Senora. So yeah, as you can see, I should be able to kill him without doing anything more. And there we go. So that was a very straightforward and simple showcase. Obviously, I have Pyro Resonance, so it gives me attack 25% here. I'm just gonna exit. I don't want the to spend the resin here. I don't have it anyway. But yeah, so that was that. Now, is she strong without the Pyro Resonance? Definitely. Is she strong with like Bennett's attack buff? Of course. And also Kujosara's attack buff? Yes. If you have her, again, if you have her built on a Blizzard set, that's totally fine, a 4-piece. Just pair her up with another Cryo character and you're good to go. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please hit that like button and definitely hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button. Definitely leave me some comments, questions. I'd love to interact with you guys. Definitely, we can talk about a variety of things. If you have suggestions for other videos, please let me know. This one will conclude my series of the top 5 characters that are up for reruns potential. Please do check out my other videos as well. Following this video, I will talk about the Blackcliff weapons and the Paimon shop as well. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you!